Okay. Time to fight some trees. Woods around Tannenvilla. I think on these missions it can sometimes be spiders, but oh, that's unfortunate. I need to kill mercenaries. Bad timing. 6 shred is a lot of shred. I'm not Kaguya, no. That was an offline experimentation. Bless me. So once this campaign wraps up, we're going to do a peasant run. I've said it once, I'll say it again. I love the peasants, they're my absolute favourite. Just being able to take 16 lads into a battle is so wonderful. I think we have to just hold. 1, 2, 3. I will say, an interesting learning from the most recent peasant save file is that while they excel in just having a lot of bodies on the field, the big weakness with those peasants that I found was getting a decent bannerman. Because of the backgrounds you have to use, they don't get access to great bannermen. Just ignore the little buggers. Just focus down 2 of these big ones at a time. Oh, come on, break. I want that morale to break. I think this justifies using a flash pot in the next turn. Oh yeah, the peasants is one of the most difficult starts. But if you can push through, you have, I think, arguably one of the most powerful bands. Just because of the fact that you get 16 bodies on the field. It's almost 2 of them eliminated already. Gerald, got to be careful. These lads have split up irritatingly. 2 down, 4 to go. 1, 2, 3, 4 big lads to go. These little ones are really only a threat to our lower level guys. Owie. Oof. The armor piercing on these guys. It's terrifying. Shit, who's got a bandage here for Gerald? Okay, so that square and that square is not safe, so this square is safe. Wolfgang, I think, can stand to take 1 more of these hits. Martin is done. Yeah, Jumas, just get the hell out of there. He's out of this fight, unfortunately. Now it's flash pot time, I think. Ugh. Grave robbers are good. A priest is your best bet. Grave robber, grave digger, priest. Who else has good resolve? Flagellant. And then militiamen are your bread and butter. for your frontline guys. Ooh! What's up, British Exile? Monks, yes indeed. Did I say priest? I meant monk, thank you. Who is going to front up to that Shrat? Probably Sparrowfall once that one goes down. Indeed, yes they are. They're wooden Ifrits, exactly. Exactly what they are. They are armor-piercing bastards. Right, Wolfgang is in a terrible spot because he can be hit by both of these big lads. Jumas kind of needs to go hide bravely in a bush somewhere. Because what I can't have is this Shrat closing in on him. I mean, the little ones are scary, they're not to be ignored. However, it's the big lads that you've really got to worry about. Okay, I don't see a decent flash pot target here. Great shot. Come on. Timber! Okay, now that this Shrat is in melee contact, Jumas can move forward. As far as I know, these things can't use fancy feet. Oh boy. Should have thought of that. Damn it. Good dog. Ugh. Oh, good dodge, Jumas. You can see the AI really wants to get Jumas. Oh, owie! Doggo down. Okay, sweet. Only one big one left. Wolfgang is in the biggest threat here. So, rotate. Shouldn't have gone to his shield. That was a waste. Good boy. Oh, owie! One more hit and he's dead! God damn it. It's always like right after the battle is won that I have to restart because someone got killed. Let's just see what injury he gets. Pray for brain damage. But to be fair, I was really pushing my luck. Sending low-level guys in against Shrat. That's a no-no. Oh, come on, die. Look at all the bloody tree bark all over the place. Also, Geralt needs to get his cut net treated. What makes these things so scary? They don't give a damn about armor. Okay, let's see what injury he got. If it's missing finger, missing ear, missing eye, we can not have to redo this fight, but if it's anything career ending, I mean that was Dumas. Do I need to use that? Oh, killed. Okay. Dang it. And look at what a crap haul we got as well. So not worth it. I mean, look at this. Look at these fucking injuries and the death. They have to do... I don't know. Do they have to do something? Like, this is why I would never fight trees. It's just not worth it. I think if I do that over again, I can get through it without any fatalities. I mean, Dumas is level 8. If we're just a bit more careful with him. He's got the brain damage. It's just how much brain damage. If the answer is all of it, then that's a little too much. Let's try something a little different. Let's just go with the regular weapons on the front line. The reason being that we've got 4 long axes on the back line, and we're pretty much then going to focus down 2 of them per turn. And for that, a pair of axes kills 1 shield every turn. The moving back few tiles actually worked quite well last time. So this fight now is going to be all about picking 1 or 2 every turn. 2, 3, 4. Picking 1 or 2 of these things every turn and making sure that the long axes work together. 1 space 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did I move back too far? I think I moved back too far. Oh no, crossbows do nothing against these things. We could move forward and attack, but let's not do that. We've got to keep moving back 1 square now, because if they move 2, they can attack on the next turn. But if they have to move 3, they won't be able to attack next turn. We're not running, we're just backing up very carefully. I mean, actually, my hybrid archer, he could have used his throwing axes. The throwing axes do very well against these guys. Because the throwing axes don't count as piercing damage, they count as slashing damage. Fairly certain. I am indeed fighting trees. Wait for it, wait for it. I'm pretty sure fire pots are amazing, yes indeed. I don't happen to have any to hand, unfortunately. You see, if you don't break the shield, then it does very little. Okay, well that's what the long axes are for. Does one have a shield? That one does not have a shield. Let's get the flash pot out in the next turn. Owie. Ah. That was a mistake. It attacked instead of regrowing its shield, which is an interesting choice. Come on. So now we get to use Death Blow. But it's got a shield up. Urgh. Keep dodging. Shielded and shielded. Puncture doesn't do anything, you have to get the shield down. Ow! Turn done, turn done. Can't be knocked back, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, as you can see, trying to use Puncher does nothing, so we just use Indom and wait for the next turn. God, I wish I had fire pots here. Like breaking the shields though is almost always priority number one. Oof. We gotta move Gerhold out of there. Die. Shit, the injured knee is going to be what gets him killed. Attacking from behind, you bastards. The Katal was doing work, so that much. Probably should have broken that one's shield. Shit. I don't know, Jolly Roger. We'll take a look at the lineup in a sec. Dodging. Geralt. If I stand here, I can't be hit by any of these. Pretty sure. Okay, so that one has to have its shield broken this turn. Oh, 3 good blocks. Honestly, Jolly Roger, the only characters I've ever seen get the old man debuff have been retired soldiers. I know it does happen though. Are we? No shield, really? Oh yeah, sword masters. Yes, they are very, very much prone to becoming old. I'm just thinking that I want to do a assassin build, which is, you know, a dagger duelist. I reckon swordmaster would be a great candidate. Thief potentially as well. You need that defense. Oh, he's also got his shield up. Ow! One more hit. Let's taunt that shot to make sure the attack goes in that line there. Ooh, ow, ow, ow. Those are some big hits this turn. Is that fucking thing still shielded? Just let me get through this without a fatality. Please. If only Sparrow 4 had taunt like he's supposed to as a tank. If there's one big takeaway from this whole campaign, it's how I've made a complete pig's ear of leveling up my guys the right way. I wish I could say it's the first time I've done that. Woo! Yes, lads. Fucking trees, man. And it's fights like this that kind of make me wish I was playing the Beast Hunter background. Because, I mean, the money we earn from the contract is not even going to cover the treatment cost of all these injuries. And the armor destruction. But you need the components, so... God, look at that. Injured kneecap, pierced hand. Only one glowing resin. I truly hate fighting those things. We need to get some treatment done here. Level 7, we're getting there. Slowly getting there. Bam. You reckon it's gotten worse, Julie Roger? I think, for me, the biggest change of when it got not worth it was the Beasts and Exploration DLC. Conquer the Oracle. Nope. Like, if you're just trying to make money, the best way to do it is to just kill raiders. It gives you the best money, comparatively the least reward. Especially if you're running down leaders, bandit leaders, and getting legendary items. $65, so 85, 105, 125, 145. Geez, like only 2 gossamer from 15 spiders. But I wonder whether, for balance sake, they feel like, well, the developers feel like they have to do that. You know, just to make the Beast Hunter background actually worth it. But Jolly, this is why I'm saying I wish that the taxidermist and or alchemist would let me buy crafting ingredients, even if you make it very expensive, or if you go to the training hall, or like call it the, you know, tavern / training hall, or let's say at a certain level of renown you can pay money to make your own base, and you can send scavengers out. You pay them and you say, give them a job for the week, you know, go and collect gossamer, and then you pay money and you come back and there's gossamer in your base, that type of thing. I don't see any legendaries here. I think let's head off to the south. On my weapons wish list is just another Catal dagger and another sword lance, and that's pretty much it. I think it might have Ducey. I probably shouldn't have declined, you're right. Remember, we're looking for 9-star. Oof. A brute with a death wish. Only negotiating low as you're standing. Okay, that's good to know. I'm pretty sure that squires can't be dumb. Apprentices can't be dumb. Caravan hand. Oof, almost, but only 1 star there. Wait, isn't there a temple there? The thing is though, Jolly, like, I kind of get how you have to make the highest level crafting items worth getting. And the changes they made where they gave, you know, additional bits of treasure is nice. But it's still not worth it. I mean, taking on lindworms, for me, you got to be super prepared for it, you know? And you got to be super, super careful. If I was a better player, it would be less risky, but, you know. As the thousands of hours go on and on that I've played for this game, I find it harder and harder to just focus and not make those mistakes, because I'm fighting burnout the whole time with the game. Like sitting here right now, I'm just thinking about wanting to play Dota. Ooh, no. Only 3-star. Beast Hater, I mean, 62 and 2 stars, that's very nice. I think we hire this guy and hope he gets converted. Let me just check my notes here. Battle Brothers channel, pinned. Okay, so lowborn, convertible without dumb. Is militiaman on that list? It is. Ooh. And also, let's look at this guy's potential stat growth. I think it's 2 to 3, no, 3 to 4 every level. He rolled max, that's amazing. Only the 1 star though is a little. I think we hire him, hope he gets converted, and then we use him to replace maybe Dumas, because where is Dumas? 80 at level 8. Actually, that's all right. Who would I want to replace? Who doesn't have the best stats? Sword tank, no. Could this be a Catal dagger duelist? Make him an assassin. Okay, let's just check the table. Melee skill, 2 stars. He'll roll 3 every level. So with gifted, we call that 33. So he will have 95 melee skill. Oh, pound. I'm loving Stone Shard. You might have seen I've played a bit more Stone Shard. I'm just kind of leaving it until some of the crafting and alchemy gets introduced, because I've tried some of the weapons, but this is Stone Shard now. I still keep gravitating towards the Great Sword. So 1 star with a Great Sword, so it's 2 to 3, call it 25. call it 28 on average. Plus 7 is 35. Fatigue 1 star. Max fatigue 1 star is 3 to 4, so call it 35. So let's call it 132. Could you make him a heavy armor duelist? So what does this armor we like to use typically weigh? Let's assume it's standard armor like this. 26 plus 15 is 30 is 41. 25 to 15, so 25 fatigue. 25 minus the fatigue of the Catal dagger, which is nothing. They'll give him around 100 fatigue. Jollers, I think the Stone Shard tutorial will come a bit later. The game is still a little, it's a little threadbare, for honest. Yeah, I want full 1.0. Right, so we've got two lads who I'm hoping desperately get converted, Magnus and Engelbert. So now Engelbert's going to be a bit of an experiment. Let's call him an assassin. Assassin. How many S's? Okay, he's part snake. He's an assassin. 2 and 2. Okay, good. So the way we're going to level him is quite similar to the way we level the Great Sword Lad. Except we won't take reach advantage. We'll take almost identical, yeah. Sword Mastery will become Dagger Mastery. And I think we might take Executioner. So that if you imagine then that you have this Grizzly Backstabber with Death Blow. So with Killing Frenzy active, good lord, he's going to do so much damage. Actually, no, the one thing we would have to change here is we would need Duelist, so we'd switch out, in this build, we would switch out Reach Advantage for Duelist. And maybe with Gifted we can switch out for Executioner. I'm just trying to theory craft what's the maximum damage I can get out of this guy. So at the top end, let's say 54. If he's using Death Blow, you increase that by 33%. Let's call it an extra 15. Let's call it 69. Plus an extra 25 damage if he has Killing Frenzy active and he's using Death Blow. Let's just call it an extra 50% damage. Plus an extra 20%, it's an extra 70% damage if he is using Death Blow and he's got Killing Frenzy up. And if we give him Duelist and he's using Death Blow, it'll be 20 ignores armor, plus 20 for 40, plus 25 for 65. And he's going to do that 3 times a turn. It's going to be absolutely nuts if we can pull it off. And if he gets converted, which we don't know for a certainty. 53, yeah, I think, yeah, he's going to need Colossus, definitely. We know we can leave Resolve where it's at, because eventually he'll get a high level cultist. Zealot or something like that. Right, Engelbert. I truly hope he converts. Magnus and Engelbert need to convert. True White, yeah, we've been unlucky with that. I think we have the money. What do we have here? Hunt down Lindworms, no thanks. Give me a nice escort. Southeast to Kingmill. I just want to finish this ambition. And then we can just spend time clearing out ruins out in the wild. Because I'm pretty sure if you want to make the Davkul armor event proc, you need to be camping out in the wilderness at night. After 200 days. With lads of sufficient level. We're not going to return to Kamasmark, we're going to clear out this fortress. What do we have here? What if it's ghosts? I have whips available. It's fine. Wolfgang, polearm lad. Divusa, I will never skip student, never ever ever, because it doesn't cost you a perk point. Remember, at level 11 you get to choose 2 perks rather than 1, so it just helps you accelerate. Like with my guys now, when I get new lads that I want to power level, the answer is, if you ask me student or training, the answer is both. You use both. Okay, so we know the routine by now. We need to move forward by 3 squares. If we intend, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If we intend to get our crossbows in range of the necromancers, crossbow got man there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The big question is, are there going to be necromancers here? I hope not. Hello? Legendary two-handed great axe. I think so, White. Yes, we'll do a nice long one. So, Valdemar the Defiled. Screamy scream. Come on, ghosts. We can get super lucky and maybe hit a ghost. Yes. I think with my tanks I'm not going to bother trying to whip. They just don't have the accuracy to even really bother. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, 3 ghosts left. Promising. Thank goodness, I was worried that that fallen hero would have gone to that position. No, Venthorn, come on. One out of 3 hit, really? Well, we are crunching through them, so we've killed, what, 4 ghosts so far? I shudder to think how hard this would be if you didn't have the ability to use whips against these things. A fucking nightmare. Yeah, that's a problem. And it's why once someone like Dumas is fully leveled up, and we have greatsword guys holding the back flanks like this, makes such a big difference. Oh boy. Yes, Venthorn. Ah. Get version of Palpatine. Yes. I feel your hand-raised organic eggs. They give you great power. Soon the Jedi will be destroyed. So if I'm a low-rent Palpatine, then who's my apprentice? Apprentice and a master. Always there are. Oh boy, Jolly Rogers is in trouble. A bit of rotation there is going to save Jolly Roger. This is bad. Let's just wait and see what happens here. And Zuma doesn't have rotation because I'm a dumbass. Jolly Rogers, do you have rotation? Good. Otherwise, Jolly Roger would just be very dead. So when you're fighting an enemy that has a two-handed axe like that, you might think, for goodness sake, don't surround them because they will use round swing, but you actually want them to use round swing. Because round swing has a less chance of hitting everybody. Oh, sorry Roger, I'm sorry mate, if you want to die, that's too bad. Davkul's not ready for you yet. Taunting is worth it, really. Good stabbing. Excellent. Boo! Did that hit? No, it dodged. Easy game. Oh, speaking of death, took a chance on a random Warhammer game, Inquisitor Martyr, action RPG, like a little Diablo light type of thing, which we're going to give that a try soon. I love Warhammer. ARPGs is not my favorite genre, but it will be nice to play something that's a little, you know, lower bandwidth, not too demanding. Because everything we're playing these days is these super scary, complex, slow games like Battle Brothers and CK3, XCOM. It'll be nice to play something where I can just press buttons and see numbers fly off the screen. Still blocked him, good job. I must just check my guys who I leveled for using axes. Did I level them as shield breakers or as axemen? That'll be kind jolly, but not yet. I very much enjoy going in completely blind. Like I'll play the tutorial and then just start streaming it. I enjoy going in with no idea whatsoever, and I like the knowledge that I'm annoying people who know what they're doing by doing the wrong thing. Brings me a lot of joy. Oh, and apparently there is no shortage of replayability in the game as well. What, 3 classes? Each of them with 3 subclasses. I watched a couple of reviews. The Skill Up guys did a great review, and they said it's flawed but pretty good. I think it'll be ideal. Oh, there's 4 classes now. The reviews I watched were from back in 2018, so obviously updated. The one thing I would ask you lads is whether it's worth getting the DLC before starting to play the game, or whether I should play it through and finish it and then invest in the DLC. Tech Priest. Well, I'll probably just be playing the warrior guy anyway. In those kinds of games, warriors tend to be my favorite. The Tech Priest would be like an off-caster, I suppose, wouldn't he? Like a druid type of thing. So what do we have here? Fallen Hero's Fury. Base damage, unfortunate. Extra damage, ignores armor. Standard, effective against armor. The shield damage is very high. And the maximum fatigue is standard, so not a great legendary. I'm liking these yellow arrows that we're seeing. Ugh, not liking that though. You can only heal all the time while your robots kill for you. Oh, fair enough. So it's basically like a necromancer class. Your robots are your summons. Okay, so my two-handed mace lad's going to be in that formation. So he obviously needs mace mastery. Would I do anything different from the greatsword build? I think I still want reach advantage. Yeah. There's an argument to be made for not bothering with Indom on your two-handed guys, because they're not going to be able to attack and use Indom. You're really only going to be using Indom on the turn before you bracing the orcs hitting your front line. And if that's the case here for this greatsword, what would I would have taken Killing Frenzy over Indom. Okay, so the quote-unquote low-level guys are now level 9, 7, 9, and 9 respectively, so we're almost there. Good. And my X guys are shield breakers. So depending on their defense, where's the other shield breaker? Like 30 melee defense is and determined. So I think Raging Fury, we can tweak this build a little bit. We can leave the long axe for when he's attacking over the backline to break shields. And then instead of going for fighting axe plus heater shield, we can go battle axe plus utility. The battle whip he can actually not have to go with, because the whip is for attacking safely from behind the line, which you can do with a long axe. He's got bags and belts. No fatigue cost except for two-handed weapons. Though his fatigue will look better once we give him proper armor. We go net plus what? Flashbang pot? Smoke. I should craft some smoke and give him smoke to help disengage. So Crusader is basically a space marine. Well, there you go. Now you're talking my language. The tracks, turn the coin collection. Fine. Give me some time to think. How's the armor looking? We should probably rest and heal up. And pop up the road to go to the training hall. Oh, money. What's this? And for Alps, that's actually pretty good because I need those crafting materials. I chose veterans lessons there because it's 35% level. And I truly want to level him quickly. We're still looking for noble mail, but I just have to face facts that I need to wrap up my work up here and just stay in the south. I need to fight assassins whenever I can find them. Because I want their armor and I want their helmets and try to dagger them down. It's going to be so difficult. Hunt down the lindworms. Thanks. 15 minutes, let's take a little break. When we come back, we are fighting some brigands.